Yes, Man City back top of the table, back in first place. Man City 2, Fulham 1, back at the top of the table like I said. Yeah, what a game, what a win. Not a great game, but still. Make sure you hit the like button, helps this video reach other City fans. Subscribe if you're new, and let's get into this review. So yeah, like I said, a bit of a scrappy win against Fulham, a good mid-table side. Didn't get time to do a preview on them, but yeah, very decent side, although they're without their big man Mitrovic because he's suspended for the push on that ref. No Willian either, but still they did pose threats. Carlos Vinicius, very good at holding play up front, got the better of Akanji and even Diaz a couple of times. Finished his chance brilliantly, but it wasn't enough to ensure City don't finally end up top of the table. So we're now 1 point ahead of Arsenal, I think, with a game in hand. They play Chelsea, hopefully they can do something for us. We play West Ham next. But yeah, back where we belong. Title run Manchester City is finally in the place where they deserve, top of the table. Game started off well. I was going to say describe how it started off, but we got a penalty 3 minutes into it. And yeah, Haaland, record-breaking goal. That great penalty, to be fair. I don't know if it would bounce in or he knocked it. It was a bit of a scuff, but great into the side net in the bottom corner, bottom right. He's liking that corner with his penalties. He should probably switch it up sometime soon. But yeah, still, penalty to give City the lead. Record-breaking penalty for Haaland. What's that? Equaling 34 in the Prem now. 50 in all comps. That's two records I think he's equalled. It's 34 is the 42 game season that Alan Shearer and Andy Cole have. And then 50 in all comps is like the first in 92 years since whenever 92 years was. It's just Dixie Dean that has 63 now. Haaland is level with like two other guys. Clive Tilsey, I think one of them is. We might have just passed him, but yeah. 63, 13 and maybe about 9 games that out of his reach. I don't know. He's also got another record in his sights. The Premier League non-penalty goals in a season. Mo Salah with like 31. And Luis Suarez, I think. 31 and both of them. Or Salah's could be 34. Salah's could have just been... Salah's whole debut season was fairly ridiculous, to be fair to him. But yeah, those are the records Haaland's chasing. Those are the records Haaland's just broken. But yeah, good penalty from him to get us off. But I felt during the game I thought we might have scored too early. It's one of those like a great start and you start too early, but then you can just step off because you think you might roll them over or whatnot. But that wasn't the case. Although the Fulham goal was just kind of out of nowhere. It was just a long ball up to whoever knocked it down, and then Carlos Vinicius half volley on his weaker foot was a great finish, to be fair, but it was against the run of play, but kind of annoying. But yeah, great finish from him. We should have done better in those aerial duels that we missed out on or didn't win, basically. I think it might have been Stones that didn't win the header properly or just knocked it into a bad... No, he didn't win it. It was a Fulham guy who knocked it in down to Carlos Vinicius. And yeah, with the Mbappe celebration, then it was a bit of not the best. That was 1-1, but then Julian Alvarez, what a finish from him. Argentinian star. Yeah, he was about to shoot. I've said before many times, that boy loves to shoot on sight, and he was about to, but they just got a block in and he just rolled it back, and oh, it was such a finish, just lifting it over everyone looping it into the kind of top left corner. But yeah, unreal finish from Alvarez, who was deputising for KDB today. I thought we might have missed him, and we kind of did miss him, to be fair, but KDB probably not going to break that assist record if he's going to be missing a couple of Premier League games now. But Alvarez in his place does that role kind of well. He presses a lot. 27 pressures or something was like the highest in the game at one point. The next one was like 9 was Carlos Vinicius for Fulham. But Alvarez, yeah, so mad that he's not a starter. Like he'd be starting for every other Premier League team in the league, bar none. Yeah, he's probably the second best striker behind Erling Haaland. It's just Erling Haaland is who he is, 50 goal a season striker. Or like Alvarez would probably have like 30 or something. He's about a 30 goal a season striker if he was starting all the games. As we've seen when he's played, he's actually unreal. Yeah, he won the World Cup. Well, I wouldn't say won it single-handedly, but it was his substitution against whenever he came on as a sub, he changed that game, and then he possibly changed the outcome of the World Cup. Him and Enzo Fernandez for Argentina, but him especially replacing Lautaro Martinez, who didn't have the best of World Cups, to be fair to him, though Alvarez did. I think he was 4 goals in the World Cup, something like that. But yeah, he's had a great season, even though he's just he's just the man on standby at the moment. But he's like that basketball 6th man award. He's our 12th man. He's so good. Like, it's like if Haaland Like, even if, I don't think it'll happen anymore, but if Holland was to move to Real Madrid, we've no problem really, because Julian Alvarez will step right in. He might even fit this team, but I don't know about that argument, but he fits the team perfectly well. He's like a little Aguero regen. Loving the celebration today in the red and black kit at Craven Cottage, with his arms outstretched with the Aguero celebration, just like Aguero did in 2011-12 in that red and black kit. Same celebration at Craven Cottage. Yeah, love to see it. Love the comparisons. Keep them coming. So it's like we've replaced Aguero with Alvarez, and then we've got like a new... The next best thing, a new and improved version with Erling Haaland. Like, our strikers are set for the next decade or so. I think Haaland will stay for a while as well. I'm not too, I used to buy into the idea he'd be at Real Madrid next, but the way he's just, the feeling around the club with him in it, I think just his reactions and everything, I just feel he just gets this club. This club is his, like, yeah. So that's Haaland and Alvarez, 2 good games with the goals. Grealish with a decent game, to be fair, kind of losing his head towards the end. We don't want or need that in a title race, but he was very secure on the ball. He's a bit of an outlet, to be fair, nowadays. Just, you can give him the ball and you can kind of trust that he won't lose it. He'll keep the ball, he'll draw a few defenders in and then knock it off to someone else, and that is just great for recycling possession. Riyad Mahrez today, maybe not the most effective game. He had a hat-trick against Sheffield United, then was dropped for the big game against Arsenal. He's come back in today. Not really, like, if you're going to get dropped after a hat-trick, and you're going to have to really perform to get him to start the next game. So not the best performance from today. Phil Foden came on into his position on the right, which was nice to see. Phil on the right, I mean, not Mahrez going off. No, nothing against Mahrez. It's just Phil. I like when Phil's on the right wing as well. I just like when Phil's on the right wing. I feel the angles are just good for him because he's a left footer. Like, I like when he's playing there. Who else today? Do you know what I don't like? Even though I do like Alvarez playing, I'm not the biggest fan of this 4-2-4 that we play, or 4-4-2. I just feel it's a lot easier to, if our press doesn't work, it's a lot easier to cut through us, and then it's a liability with players running at us. Yeah, just that's a little sticky thing. Right, I've got on board with a 3 in the back thing. Although we played a 4 at the back today. I've gotten on board with a 3 at the back. It took me a while to get on board with it, but I'm on board with it now. But 4-4-2 is a bit different. It's just because it's so flat. It's a flat back 4, a flat midfield, flat 4 midfield, and then 2 up top. It's just, if they do bypass that, it's easy to get at us because the wingers are so pushed up high. There's 2 in the middle, so it's only Gundogan and Rodri defending the defence, and sometimes Gundogan is high to kind of block out spaces that the front 4 have missed. But yeah, that's just a little tick of my as I say, I'm not hating on the team, I'm just always looking for areas to improve. But yeah, there was no goals in the second half. To be fair, it was quite a tense second half for me anyway. I was just sweating towards the end because you just know Fulham were in it the whole time, to be fair. We were making loads of sloppy passes today, and it just felt like one of those games, if it was Arsenal, you'd put your house that they were conceding with the run they were in. But hey, we didn't concede. That's a sign. It's the whole cliche, that's how champions win. These are the wins that champions need to win the title. The win of champions is when you don't play well but you still win. Yeah, that's what we did today. And we got a bit of a corner routine towards the end, playing in the corner like we love. I remember 17-18 Man City in the corner at Old Trafford against United, if it's at Old Trafford. But yeah, we love that. That was that 5-minute period just in the corner there. We usually do it every title run in the season. We have a game like this and we just scrap it out. It's just a scrappy win. It includes a late corner play and messing around in the corner. Erling Haaland loves that sort of stuff as well. He used to do it with Dortmund. He's the right man to do. He's such a big unit of a unit of a guy, a unit of a robot, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, he was just in the corner getting the ball from a throw and bouncing it off defenders for other throw-ins or corners. Yeah, love to see it. But yeah, as I said, scraped out the win. That's all we need to do. That's all we need to do for the rest of the season. Just scrape out the wins. It doesn't really matter about, well, you prefer fancy football and whatnot, but just about the wins. Get the wins, get the title, and yeah, you could save your fancy, well, no, because it's all Pep. I was going to say save your fancy football for a pre-season or next season, but it's all about winning realistically. But then with Pep, it's like he wants to play good football. Sometimes he'd rather play good football because it's better long term than just wins. But in this case scenario, just wins. It doesn't matter how. But yeah, defense ended up holding up strong. Ederson, jeez, he had a few scary moments, especially with Diaz and Carlos Vinicius. He just came out. I thought he was going to clear it, but I don't know if he missed it or whatnot. Just miscommunication as well. But he got a strong right hand on that ball. Yeah, great recovery. Like, he did mess up completely, but great recovery from him. If that went in, he was going to get absolutely slaughtered online. But he pulled it out of the bag. He saved it and then cleared it, so no harm, no foul. Kyle Walker, second game in a row today. It seems like he's the man that's come in place of Nathan Ake's injury. We all thought it would be Laporte, to be fair, but Manuel Akanji's gone to that left back spot, and Kyle Walker has returned with 2 games in a row now. I wonder will some of these defenders get a rest now with Real Madrid coming up soon. I would rest Walker just before that Real Madrid game, maybe. I don't know. Ake should be back soon, hopefully. I don't think it's a serious injury, but yeah, Kyle Walker with a decent game, I think, today. To be fair, it's when these games are that tight, some of the memory just goes from my head because it just leaves me like delirious or whatnot. Just the stress of these games, it's tight race Man City, that's for sure. Man City's always going to tire me out. But yeah, defence ended up holding up strong. We got the 2-1 win, scrappy win like I've said multiple times now, but yeah, that's the reaction from that game. Oh jeez, yeah, just another win. I think that's 7 in a row in the Prem. 7 in a row maybe, or is it 9 in a row? Could be, I don't even know at this time. I think it's 7 wins in a row in the Prem. Maybe 18 unbeaten in all comps now. So yeah, I've said multiple times the last couple of weeks, title run in Manchester City, business end of the season, we just rack up wins on wins on wins. I think we got 20 wins in a row in all comps in like 2020, 2021, like we just go on these 14 game winning run in 18-19 Premier Leagues. We just do this when it comes to the business end. We just rock up and win no matter what. Usually it's with good football like we have been the last couple of weeks. Ever since the Leipzig game, our confidence has just shot up through the roof and we've been winning games in style. Not today though, but it's good to see that we can grind out wins like this in case it's tight in the Champions League or whatnot against Madrid. Although against Madrid it's a bit different because they've got that Champions League juice. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the game. Let me know yours in the comments below. Manchester City 2, Fulham 1. Hit like, as I said, it helps other City fans find the video. Subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you next time. Peace.